What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Country with Noah. Today I'm going to review the Tracker series so far. So this review is going to consist of me reviewing season 1 and season 2 because season 3 comes out in uh it comes out in 2 weeks. So, yeah, for me, this show's really good, and the reason why I'm covering it on the Country Channel, most of most of the people that Coulter finds in this show are from small towns, and you guys know my rule. Anything set in a small town or anything set in the South is game for this channel. I will cover it on this channel. So, yeah. Um, this show stars Justin Hartley as Coulter Shaw. Coulter Shaw is a survivalist, but he uses his skills that his dad taught him to um, help find people. That's why this show is called Tracker. And he has, and while that's going on, you have the story of Coulter's past. So Coulter's dad was murdered by somebody. Well, but actually, he was murdered by um, we find out that he was murdered by somebody in his small town at the very end of season 2. And then Coulter asks him who hired you or who asked you to murder my dad, and he's like, your mom did. So that's how season 2 ends, right? But yeah, Coulter has a past to him, because he was raised to be a survivalist, right? So he knows how to track people. He knows how to handle a gun. He knows how to tell if people are lying and whatnot and stuff like that. So for me, the cool thing about this show is most of the episodes where he's tracking people are in small towns, or in season uh 1, it's almost exclusively small towns. In season 2, they kind of expand that out a little bit, and a few episodes take place in New York and stuff like that. And um yeah, they go from in the 2 seasons that we've gotten of this show so far, they go from just finding a random person to stopping a child trafficking ring to sorry guys if you can hear a dog barking, to finding a healer, because not most of it, but some of this show takes place in the South and stuff like that, which one of the episodes takes place in New Orleans. So that episode deals with um, black magic and voodoo and stuff like that, which is very interesting. And then you also have Coulter has a supporting team, I guess. So he has a lawyer named Rennie Green. He has um, Bobby and Randy, who are his tech guys. So they find like they hack into phones for him and stuff like that, and stuff and yeah, and I think Bobby's leaving the show, so Randy's gonna take over as Coulter's only tech guy. But yeah, so that, and then you still have the usually guys I like things with connected storylines, right? This show has a connected storyline, but it's both, right? It's like the 911 shows, and yes, I will be covering 911 Nashville on this channel, as you guys know, right? Where there is a connective storyline, but it's different cases during the week, right? So he'll be tracking somebody, and then somebody will give him a call. Hey, I know something about your father and stuff like that. For example, the first 9 episodes or 10 episodes, Coulter's trying to figure out where this girl Gina Pickett went, or how'd she disappear and who took her and stuff like that. And um, that's that's plot that plot is throughout the first 10 episodes, right? He's still doing different cases, but basically what happens is um, he meets this guy Keaton, who was an ex-cop or a retired cop, and now he's like a private investigator, and this is in season 2, and he finds he finds he finds what happened to Gina, which has been eating at him for 10 years, because Gina was like one of his first cases as a tracker, I guess you can find. And he gets paid for success, but he only takes the money if he's successful in what he does, right? So um, that um, that's really cool. And then season 1 is him learning to trust. Well, season 1 they keep teasing his brother named Russell, played by one of my favorite actors and the guy I want to be Batman in James Gunn's DCU, Jensen Ackles. Like, if you don't know who Justin Hartley is, he played Green Arrow on Smallville. He voiced Superman in the Injustice movie, and where most people probably know him from, even though I haven't seen this show yet, This Is Us. That's where most probably that's where most people probably know him from, right? But yeah, like for me, this show is very interesting. Sorry guys if you can hear a dog barking. My dog gets really stressed. Um, but yeah, so for me, that's what interests me about this show. You have like find the person a week type storyline, but you also have that connective through line throughout the whole season, like um, and stuff like that. And I'm really excited. Like Justin Hartley, I saw an interview with him, and he says he wants his whole This Is Us cast on this show because he's an executive producer of this show. So he wants Sterling K. Brown on it. He wants Mandy Moore on it. I don't know who else is in This Is Us, but he wants those two on it and stuff like that. Like this show is very like early 2000s star heavy, right? Early 2000s TV star heavy, because you got Jensen Ackles, you got Justin Hartley, you got a bunch of actors that you would know in this show. And like this show is very unique too. When it first started, I was like, okay, this is just like Reacher, right? Which it does have Reacher similarities, and I love Reacher, right? But Coulter and Reacher are very different. They do some of the same things, but they're very different in the way that they do them, right? And stuff like that. And I just can't wait to see where the story of how, why Coulter's mom asked somebody to murder Coulter's dad, right? And stuff like that. And season 3 comes out in a few weeks, October 19th. That's gonna be a really busy week for me because Fire Country starts that week, Sheriff Country starts that week, and I'll still be covering Tulsa King, and I'm gonna start covering 911 Nashville next week. So yeah, like we have a lot of TV coverage coming on this channel, and today, what day? Yesterday there was a lot of music released, and I want to start covering like country music news on this channel as well, like news that is relevant to the music, right? So like probably in the next week I'm gonna talk about how Dan and Shay just announced they had an album coming out. They have an album coming out in 2026, and they're touring in 2026. I'm probably gonna do a video on that next week. But yeah, like Tracker, if you guys haven't watched it, you can watch it basically everywhere. It's on Crave, it's on Disney Plus, it's on Paramount if you're in the US, Paramount Plus if you're in the US. It's on TV, right? Like This show, this show is really good. It's not my show of the year or anything, but it's really good TV. So yeah, I'm interested to see where the storylines go, and see if we get any new characters introduced because two of the cast members are leaving for season 3. So we'll see. But yeah, what would I give the series so far out of 10? I would give it like an 8. And yeah, thank you so much for all your support, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.